Arizona. And Cleveland Browns owner Jimmy Haslam told reporters yesterday that Deshaun Watson has, quote, a great chance to be the franchise's starter, considering there's a fresh start under first-year head coach Todd Monken. Okay, so Shedeur Sanders, we've got now Deshaun Watson, Dylan Gabriel is still on the roster. They have first-round draft picks coming up. Who should be Cleveland's starter, Stephen A.?
Wow, listen, I'm inclined to say Shedeur Sanders because he finished the season, and Deshaun Watson has been so bad in the Cleveland Browns uniform. But because of the money, RC, Shay, I'm inclined to try to at least give the man one more chance. I'm not telling you to start him without him showing what he could do in training camp and preseason. But my eyes are like, I'm praying and hoping that he lives up to his billing to some degree. I can't believe what a precipitous drop-off we've witnessed when it comes to Deshaun Watson in the Cleveland Browns uniform. When he was in Houston, it got to a point where it was like Patrick Mahomes, and then Deshaun Watson was right there with everybody else. And yet, that's not what we've seen happen since he's been in the Cleveland Browns uniform. And I'm just praying there could be some return to that Deshaun Watson. You got to give him a chance with the money you owe him, the money you paying him, because you can't give him away, to be honest with you. That's the only reason I'm saying that. But Shedeur Sanders did end the season. But my answer to this question would be Deshaun Watson.
Headed into the season, Shedeur Sanders should be the number one player at the quarterback position on the depth chart for the Cleveland Browns. Now, does Deshaun Watson get an opportunity to compete? Absolutely. What you can't do if you're Jimmy Haslam, what you can't do if you're Todd Monken is chase the contract. You can't chase the money. You have to look at the film and say, this is who Deshaun Watson has been in a Cleveland Browns uniform. I agree with you, Stephen A. Who he was in Houston, the guy that they paid for, the person they took a flyer on despite some of the offseason stuff, that dude was worth it. The dude we see playing now or playing recently has not been. And some of the highlights we saw from Shedeur Sanders, the ability to lead this team, the ability to stay tough and fight and get through the adversity, to me, allows him an opportunity to lead the clubhouse at the quarterback position. And it does seem that Todd Monken has some sort of kinship relationship with Shedeur Sanders, and I believe that should be explored before going back to Deshaun Watson in some way trying to justify the money that we guaranteed him when acquiring him from Houston.
It's two things. I get where you're coming from, RC. Can't argue with that. It's two things, though, that I think works in Deshaun Watson's favor. It's a miracle that you got to dig deep to find it, but it's two things. Number one, the skill set that he once displayed was on an elite level.
Yes.
What he once did, we've never seen Shedeur Sanders do. That's number one. And number two, as bad as Deshaun Watson has been, he only played in 19 games out of 68 for the 4 years he was in Cleveland. In the 4 years he's been there. He's only played in like 19 games. And so because of that plethora of injuries, the inactivity, there's still this ray of hope that somehow, some way, we'll see something that reminds us of what he used to be. That, as opposed to seeing him and he hasn't missed any games and he's just out there stinking up the joint. It's a little bit different. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah, but honestly, though, too, I know we got to go, but we aren't saying those same things about guys like Kirk Cousins, about guys like Russell Wilson, because what they used to be. We're talking about what they are now and what they've shown us recently, and Deshaun Watson has not displayed good play.
So using my female investigation skills, I do know that Todd Monken says that they could perhaps go younger at the quarterback position. I forget if he said it at the Combine or at the league meetings, which would lead me to believe that Deshaun Watson maybe will not be the starter this upcoming season, but this is something obviously we'll have to pay close attention to as the offseason progresses.
And all you men that have been in relationships, you know one thing about women, they can turn into FBI real quick.
That's right. Female investigation.
Real quick.
Real thing.
And FBI and CIA. Everything in between.
You heard it here first. Who is the better case?
While expressing optimism about his future. If not, it's not for lack of effort, okay? I mean, I don't think anybody in our organization would question his effort, his toughness, everything he's put into the job. The reality is he's had major injuries. His shoulder tore his Achilles twice, so he's been really ravaged by injuries, and that, along with the 11-game suspension, kept him from playing. Deshaun has a great chance, a fresh start with an offensive-minded coach who has, in the past, been able to work with all kinds of different quarterbacks and make them successful. So Deshaun has a great chance to do that now. Mary Kay Cabot tweeted, owner Jimmy Haslam believe it's possible for Deshaun Watson to go from swing and miss to a home run if he starts this year. Ocho, why is owner Jimmy Haslam doing a complete 180? Because he was a swing and miss. We failed miserably. It set the franchise back to, for lack of a better quote, I'm paraphrasing here, to now he got a chance to start.
You know why? Because the money that's on the books still, no matter what. Because the money that's on the books, he understands what he has to pay Deshaun Watson this season. I'm not sure at what point, with that contract, because I don't have the numbers in front of me, but he understands based on what he's being played this year, where they can't cut him. He probably might be the starter until the bottom falls out. I think he does have a good chance. I mean, no disrespect. I'm just being honest, huh? I think he probably will be the starter, until the bottom falls out and they have no choice but to push Shedeur back in. I think when Shedeur gets that job back at any point, if things don't go right for Deshaun, I think he's going to be the starter for the foreseeable future. And I think that they're just going to part ways with Deshaun after this season. That's just how I see it playing out. Especially
I think
if
he's
he's
still got
healthy.
another year on the books, doesn't he? Or this was the last year? This is the last year. So yeah,
I told you. That's why he's saying that. He understands that. He understands that. Listen, I'm gonna give you one more shot. I'm gonna see if you can be the quarterback for us for the future. If not,
try to get something out of him, huh? Try to get something out of it.
Absolutely. And for Deshaun Watson's sake, I'm hoping he does play well. And if not for the Cleveland Browns, maybe to be the starter somewhere else next year. But as far as I can see it, if things don't go well when Deshaun is the quarterback, if he does start as a starting quarterback, I just don't see someone making that much money, being that healthy, and sitting behind someone else. I don't see that part.
No. I think they give him every opportunity to start. They give him every opportunity to start. I mean, he is a veteran quarterback. He's smart enough. I mean, look, we all believe that Deshaun Watson, his last year in Houston that he started, he was a top 5 quarterback. I don't think we get any argument. We don't get any pushback. He led the league in passing, took those teams to the playoffs, and no quarterback in the history of the NFL had become available, non-injury, at that age, ever in the history of the NFL. Mm-hmm. Every quarterback had become available. Peyton Manning, injury. Drew Brees, injury. Tom Brady was in year 20. But you talking about a guy that's 26 years old, Locho. Just came off no injuries, had just come off leading the league in passing. Those guys don't become available.
Ever. Unless you playing a video game. That's it.
And that's it. And so I agree with you, Ocho. I think the Cleveland Browns give this young man every opportunity to start and to try to bro. We spent a quarter of $1 billion, and basically we got 10, maybe 11 wins out of it. Let's see if we can get a playoff. Let's see if we can get a playoff situation.
We're gonna give you one last shot.
One last shot, and I don't care how well he plays. I don't think he comes back.
Nah. Mm-mm. They listen. They turn the reins over to 2. They turn the reins over to 2.
And so I wish that he didn't suffer those injuries. I think the 11 games, Ocho, and we talked about it. You got to play this thing. Drop back passing and throw him with your quarterback guru, whisperer, whatever you guys want to call him. That's not the same as playing in the NFL. Because remember, Ocho, his last year in Houston, he didn't play. So he didn't play that year. He missed the first 11 games. He only, I think back then, they were only playing 16 games. So he missed 5 games. So he missed 11 games. He comes back. He hurts his shoulder. Then he tears his Achilles. So really, I don't even know if he's played a season since this last season that he actually played in Houston.
No, he hadn't had a full season yet. No. Mm-mm.
He might not have had a season if you combine all of them together.
Mm-mm.
How many games has he played for Cleveland? Because remember, Ocho, he missed the entire season his last year because of everything that was going on. So he missed the entire last year.
Mm-hmm.
He's played 19 total games.
So that's a hey.
17 plus 2. So that's what he's played. He's played 2 games more than a now.
So he played a season and 2 preseason games, basically.